Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a moment. Another solo video today on the link up. Today we're going to be looking at the top 10 transfer losses. Let's get straight into it. We have Michael Essien to AC Milan for a 26.6 million loss. Essien was comfortably one of the best and most complete midfielders in the world during his peak years at Chelsea. Prior to suffering his first serious knee injury in September 2008, the Ghanaian possessed a type of physical gifts only a handful of other players could compete with. Signing for 26.6 million in August 2005, Essien became a key player for the Blues as they mounted a bid to tackle Europe's elite. He ran the show in midfield and even popped up with the occasional and often crucial goal. His diminishing physical attributes saw him drift out of favour at Stamford Bridge before joining AC Milan once his contract expired in January 2014. We have Zlatan Ibrahimovic to AC Milan with a 27.6 million loss. One-of-a-kind players inherently command huge amounts of money in the transfer market. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is undoubtedly among the most unique players ever to grace a football pitch, so it's not particularly surprising the collective amount of transfer fees paid to sign him, adding up to nearly 120 million. The most expensive move of his career being when Barcelona parted with 48.6 million to take him from Inter Milan in July 2009. A fractured relationship with Pep Guardiola prompted Ibrahimovic to seek a move elsewhere, and AC Milan successfully took him off Barca's hand with a £21 million bid. We have Rio Ferdinand to Benfica with a 29.4 million loss. Managers often bring their favourite personnel along when they switch clubs. Rio Ferdinand was constantly linked with a move away from Fiorentina during his prime, but a move only transpired when the club ran into financial troubles and then manager Faith Terim took the reins at AC Milan in the 2000-2001 season. He paid 29.4 million to lure the Portuguese creator to his new dressing room, making him the most expensive Milan player ever at the time. Rui Costa played 5 seasons with the Rossinieri and won the Serie A, Italian Cup and Champions League before the arrival of Kaká led to fewer minutes on the pitch and a return to Benfica following his release. Mendieta to Middlesbrough with a 30.1 million loss. Having earned interest from a host of clubs around Europe while playing for Valencia, Mendieta was bought by Lazio for 33.6 million to fill the void left by outgoing playmakers Paulo Nedved and Sebastian Veron. He spent one full season playing in the Serie A before his employers elected to get him off the wage bill for the time being. Loan moves to Barcelona and then Middlesbrough, which they at least received money for, became permanent when the Rome club allowed the Spaniard to join the latter on a free transfer in July 2004. Injuries marred his 4-year stint in England and he eventually retired following the expiry of his contract in May 2008. Andrei Shushenko to Dynamo Kiev with a 30.3 million loss. Andrei Shushenko arrived at Chelsea for 35.7 million from AC Milan, under the expectation he would maintain the goal-scoring proficiency but earned him a reputation as one of the deadliest strikers on the planet. The Ukrainian, who finished his 7-year stint at the San Siro with 173 goals, failed to terrorise Premier League defenders with any kind of regularity. After 2 frustrating campaigns with the Blues, Shevchenko was loaned back to Milan in an attempt to stimulate his goal-scoring instinct, a move that did more harm than good for his confidence. In August 2009, his Chelsea deal expired and he relocated to boyhood club Dynamo Kiev, where he would spend 3 seasons before calling time on his career. Christian Vieri to AC Milan with a 31.5 million loss. Christian Vieri was one of the finest strikers in the world when Inter Milan shelled out 31.5 million and broke the world transfer record to sign him from Lazio in July 1999. Possessing all the key attributes of a predatory striker, the Italian bagged 17 goals or more in each of his 6 campaigns with the Nerazzurri, before strained relations with Roberto Mancini prompted the mutual termination of his contract in July 2005. AC Milan pounced on the unattached striker but saw the back of him within just 6 months as he joined AS Monaco in pursuit of regular football ahead of the 2006 World Cup. We have Rio Ferdinand to QPR for a 32.2 million loss. Man United haven't looked the same at the back since Rio Ferdinand left the club when his contract expired in July 2014. The 32.2 million fee the Red Devils paid to secure his signature from Leeds in 2002 is a just price considering his 12 years of exemplary service at Old Trafford. Ferdinand racked up 17 major honours at United before time took its toll on the aging centre-back's legs, and he could no longer marshal the back line with his trademark class. At 35 years old, he elected to join Queen's Park Rangers on a free transfer to play out one final top-flight campaign. This is Fernando Torres to AC Milan with a 38.8 million loss. Chelsea were destined to lose a decent chunk of cash following the 41 million signing of Fernando Torres and the 4 goal-shy seasons that ensued. Much to the agony of the Stamford Bridge crowd, the Blues had seemingly signed a different striker to the one who struck fear into the hearts of defenders as the spearhead of Liverpool's attack. Torres found the net during intermittent patches of promising form, but he never rediscovered the player he once was. His blue nightmare ended in January 2015 when AC Milan agreed to make his loan deal permanent by paying Chelsea just £2.1 million. Kaká to AC Milan, with the loss being £45.5 million. It's hard to dispute that Kaká was one of the most mesmerising footballers at the height of his powers between 2003 and 2009 at AC Milan. As most top players do at some point during their career, the Brazilian caught the eye of Real Madrid with his unrivalled combination of speed, technique and skill. Milan officials simply couldn't turn down the kind of money the Spanish giants were offering and reluctantly allowed Kaká to depart for £45.5 million in July 2009. However, the attacking midfielder failed to live up to the expectations he set at the San Siro and endured 4 seasons of lacklustre displays in the famous all-white kit. With his time up in the cutthroat first team at the Bernabeu, Kaká completed a free transfer back to Milan in September 2013. And arguably the biggest transfer loss is Paul Pogba to Juventus. Manchester United signed the French midfield star in 2017 for £90 million, and he performed well at the World Cup, but never lit up Old Trafford with performances he produced in Turin. He has now returned to his former club on a 3-year contract and on a 4-year deal. Man U lost big on this one. And there we have it guys, thanks for watching. If you agree or disagree with any of these, let us know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one.